Good morning. So I wanted to change up the scenery a little bit because I'm always either in the house doing a vlog or I am in my car doing a vlog. So it is really beautiful and peaceful out today, but I wanted to get on here and do a pregnancy Q&A. I am 20 weeks and a day, and I just wanted to kind of talk about how my pregnancy has been so far. So we are halfway there. It's really exciting to think that in a few short 20 weeks he's gonna be here. And I do say short because these 20 weeks have flown by so fast. I don't think she has ever been introduced before, but this is my cat, Angel. She's probably gonna be all up in this video, so I apologize, but she loves attention. So I have a few questions that I've kind of been asked so far. I'm just gonna kind of try to get through them and everything, so this won't be like a super long video. So the first question that I got was, how did your family react to the news whenever you told them? So we actually found out Christmas Eve that we were pregnant, and it's really hard for me to hold things in because I just get super excited. So we didn't really do anything super special, but the fact that it was on Christmas Eve just was so special in itself. And I just kind of showed everybody the pregnancy test, and they were really excited. And I think the biggest part of the excitement and not being as nervous this time around, because this is our third pregnancy, was because the Monday before Christmas Eve, I got my test results back. I have PCOS, and I got my test results back, and my levels were where they needed to be. So we got the okay from our doctor to go ahead and start trying. And because we really weren't supposed to be trying before we got our test results back. I don't recommend this, but we did not listen to the doctor. Everyone was just really excited because of the fact that I had just gotten my test results back and we got the okay from our doctor. So I think everybody was more excited than scared this time around because of that. So they were pretty happy. You know, we all just stayed positive and we prayed about it and stuff. So yeah, that is how they reacted. The next question is, do you have a nursery theme? Yes, we do have a nursery theme picked out, but I am gonna wait until we get the nursery done to do a nursery tour and show you guys exactly what we're doing for his nursery, but it is really cute and I'm very excited for it. The next question I got is, do you want more children? So this is mine and Jericho's first child together, but I do have a stepson, and we've talked about it, and at first we were kind of wanting to have two on our own, and then with my stepson that would be 3 kids total, but I think we're open to having 3 kids of our own. It just kind of depends on where we're at financially at that point in our marriage. The next question I get is, what is your biggest craving? So it's kind of varied. My first trimester, I was taking the prenatal gummies that didn't have any iron in them. So my first trimester, I was craving burgers or liver mush. And now that I'm in my second trimester, I'm not taking those gummies. I'm actually able to take the pill now. So I don't really have as much of a craving for burgers as I did before. But something that's kind of been consistent through the beginning of the pregnancy up until now is he loves fruit. Whenever I crave something sweet, I want fruit. I don't want candy or anything. He's not a big fan of candy, which I'm completely fine with. So mostly it's blackberries, blueberries, strawberries, and bananas. Sometimes we want an apple. But if we have an apple, usually it tags along with having peanut butter and honey to dip it in. So that's kind of been the main thing that has been consistent through the first and second trimester, is he just wants fruit. The next question is, what's the best part and what's the worst part of pregnancy? So the best part, honestly, it's just every part of my pregnancy. Even the worst parts of my pregnancy are the best parts, just because he is such a special baby, because we have gotten so far with him and he is healthy, and every time we go to the doctors, it's a good report. So every part of this pregnancy is the best part of pregnancy, but the worst parts of it are just mainly I was having a lot of nausea and heartburn in my first trimester, to the point where I got put on medication for it because it was so bad. Like, my heartburn was through the whole entire day. It didn't matter what I ate or drank. I had heartburn and it just would not let up. So I got put on medicine for that. And then nausea, I didn't really throw up as much, but I was just nauseous through the whole day and it just made me feel awful. And that part hasn't been too fun, but I am no longer on either one of those medications. I am still having heartburn. It's not as bad though now. And I have like peppermint gum in my car and my purse, so whenever I'm like out and about and I get hit with heartburn, I just start chewing on some gum. So that definitely has helped relieve some of the pain. But the nausea part, I honestly have not thrown up since I stopped taking the medication. So I'm very thankful for that. I'm not feeling as bad as I did before, so I'm able to like get more stuff done. And like, that's just been the best part of it, honestly. But again, even with the worst, I just am so thankful for that, because it just means that my body's doing what it's supposed to be doing and our baby boy is okay. The next question is, how long did it take to pick names? So it took us a little bit with his name, just because my husband was very, very picky on like all the boy names that I threw out there. And I even said his name whenever I was going through like the app and stuff, and he was like, no, I don't like that. But then my best friend, a couple of days later, I was like talking to two of my best friends, and one of them threw out the name Sawyer Lee, and I was like, I like that, let me see what he says. So I texted him because he was at work, and I texted him and I was like, how do you feel about the name Sawyer Lee? And he's like, oh, I love it. And I was like, I already told you that name. And he's like, oh, I don't remember. So it took us a while to actually figure it out. April of last year, we actually had both of our names picked out. So when it got to this pregnancy, we already knew if it was a boy, if it was a girl, what we were going to name them. So it did take a little bit, but it wasn't like that bad. The next question is, who will be with you during labor? So with COVID restrictions and everything right now, we can have 2 people with us. So obviously my husband's going to be in the room, and then I'm going to see if my sister will be with me. The only reason why I don't say my mom is just because she lives in Florida right now, and for her to get here, like, due dates and babies coming is so unexpected. So either he could come before the due date, or he could come after the due date, or he could even come on his due date. It's just, it's so up in the air that it would be hard for my mom. One, she's like a 9-hour drive away, I think. So that would be a very long drive. And then also, I don't know how it would be for her to find a flight back home. And you never know how long labor is going to last. Like, some people, even though it's their first baby, it's like super quick. But then it could take like 2 days. I don't know, you know, like, it's just, there's no telling how long it's going to take for him to get here. So I am going to have my husband and my sister in the room, and that leads into another question that we had is, will you record your labor? I do want to record my labor, so that's a big reason why originally I was just going to have it to where Jericho was just going to be in the room, but because I want his birth to be recorded, I need to have another person there, so that way Jericho can kind of like focus on me, or my sister can focus on me, and then the other person can record. The next question I've got is, do you have a birth plan? Are you doing natural or medicated? So I do have a birth plan, but I am very open to it changing, because I know that things don't always go as planned. So right now my plan is to do natural. I do not want an epidural, and I do not want the other medications. I want to try to do natural as long as I possibly can, but if it gets to be too much, then I am totally okay with doing an epidural. But my goal is to just try to go through the whole labor and do natural. The next question I get is, are you scared about labor? Yes and no. I'm scared because I don't know what to expect. I don't know how it's gonna go. I don't know. So I am scared because I don't know what to expect, but then I'm not scared because I know at the end of it, like, he's gonna be here, and that is just the most important part of this all, is just growing him, keeping him healthy, and then getting him here healthy. So it does scare me, but it doesn't scare me. What do you look forward to most after labor is another one that I got, and obviously it's just watching him grow. I'm definitely excited to be a part of you know, this journey with Sawyer and becoming a mom and just getting to watch him grow and see how he is with his daddy and his big brother, and just watch his relationships with everybody just develop and stuff. The next question is, will you breastfeed? And when he starts eating baby food, are you gonna make it or buy it? I'm gonna try to breastfeed. I know that that is another thing that it's kind of just like some women can, some women can't. So I'm gonna try to breastfeed, but if, you know, it doesn't work out that way, then he's gonna be on formula, because obviously my baby has to get fed, and I don't care how it's gonna be, and he will be fed. As for making baby food, this is something that I've like thought about. One, because I feel like it's a cheaper alternative, because baby food is so expensive. And they add in like a whole bunch of stuff to like the baby food. I'm not saying like it's unhealthy or anything, but they just like add stuff into it. So I do want to try and make my own baby food. The last question that we have is, are you going to be a stay-at-home mom, or are you going to be a working mama? And the answer to that question is, I'm going to be a working mama. I absolutely love my job. Obviously he comes first, and I'm going to love being a mom more than anything, but I do love my job, and it's very important to me to be able to stay connected to the outside world, and have that like little bit of time where it's mommy and then it's work. Which my schedule right now, I am gone for like maybe 5.5 hours out of the day, if that. So it's not like I'm gonna be gone from 8 to 5 working. So I do want to work. I think it's very important, because one, I need to kind of get out of mommy mode for a little bit and be a part of the rest of the world. But then also I think it's a positive for him, because then he's going to either be with his daddy if his daddy's home, or he's going to be with his pappers, which is my dad, or he's going to be with his aunt. I have people who would watch him. My best friend said that she would watch him. You know, so he's got like a lot of people that are willing to watch him, and I think that that's really good, because again, back to how I said I wanted him, you know, I want to watch these relationships build, and he's got, you know, like cousins and stuff that I want him to spend time with, and, you know, have a bond with them and stuff. So I am very thankful for that, and I'm ready for him to be here. But I love my job, and it's very, very important to me that I keep working even after he gets here. That is it for today. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you like it, make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And if you haven't, turn on that post bell notification to be notified whenever I post in the future. And I will see you guys next time.